Hey guys, my name's Ben Howard, and typically about this time of the month we'd be going out to Pipeline to try and shoot under par, but sadly due to damage from the hurricane, it looks like we're not going to be able to play out there for maybe a few months. There was a ton of damage out there. I haven't really got a chance to look at it myself, but from what I've heard, it's bad. And so I made a community post asking y'all what you thought I should do, and the poll voted that I should just move to a different course until Pipeline's open again. So coming out here to Tyger River, we're going to play the blues to the red, or the long to longs, basically. I don't remember what the exact term is, but my personal best out here on U-Disc was 3 under, but I'm pretty sure I played that without the OBs. So I think we'll just stick with under par as the goal for this video. I don't want to give away the discs that I promised I would give away at Pipeline Blues, so we're going to do a completely separate thing while we're here. And if I'm able to get under par today or whenever I do it in this series, I'll be giving away this Glow Pixel. I haven't played Tyger in a long time, and so I'm not really too sure what to expect. I do think I can shoot under par fairly easily with a solid game plan. This course hasn't really changed up at all since the last time I played it. The only thing that has changed would have been damage from the hurricane. So I think I have a pretty good chance of doing it today, but let's go ahead and get in the round and see. All right guys, so we're on hole 1. This one is a par 3, 276 feet. Basket's up this way, tucked off to the right. Basically a forehand hyzer or backhand turnover. I like the backhand turnover a little bit more because it takes this split tree you can see straight in front of us out of play, whereas if you're throwing a forehand, you're basically just hoping you miss that. We also have a left to right wind, which will kind of hold the disc over a little bit more. Oh yeah, that's really good. Okay, so we ended up a little bit short, surprisingly. I thought we were going to be long, if anything, but still a tap in birdie putt. All right, guys, we're on hole 2. This one's a par 3, 226 feet. Basket's up here, tucked off to the left. Best play is to go with like an overstable, like approach disc through this gap. Let it finish hard left once it gets through the gap, and hopefully get like a skip that'll get you up there close to the basket. Biggest mistake you really can't make is pulling it and going to the right. If you go left, you'll have at least a chance to get up and down for your par. But let's go and get a birdie. I'll get past it. Ah, dang it. Oof. I really released the crap out of that. That was not good. Ah, dang it. All right, guys, we're on hole 3. This one's a par 3, 334 feet. Fairway goes straight for about 150 feet, then it bends up to the right, where we're going uphill to the basket. This is one of, if not the hardest birdie to get on the course, but it's a very simple hole. So all we gotta do is throw to the corner, then throw our shot up to the green. I have got the 2 on this hole before, but I don't think I could recreate that shot, so I'm just gonna play this one for par and leave it at that. Oh. Dadgummit. I'm playing the short tee pad. Oh, flatten out, flatten out. Okay. I think it's like circle 2-ish, something like that. But shoot, I'll take it. Come on. Oh, dang it. All right, guys, we're on hole 4. This one's a par 3, 378 feet. Basket straight ahead. Biggest thing to pay attention to is we're going downhill with a low ceiling, so I gotta be very careful with my height and my nose angle. But if I do want to make a mistake, I'd rather fade out like late left, because most of the time you'll have like a pretty open putt. If I go to the right, odds are I'm gonna have a bunch of trees in my way. That should be really good. Like I think it'll be like a circle 1 putt. go. Even through 4 holes, and I haven't taken a single par. All right, guys, we're on hole 5. This one's a par 3, 200 feet, just right there. We do have a mando right of this tree, so there's no like cheater route or anything like that. You've got to go down the middle. I'm gonna go with the flippy putter, put on some hyzer, see if I can get to stand up into the gap, and yeah, just try and get down there as close to the basket as I can. Flip a little bit, flip, flip. Ah, okay. It didn't flip as much as I wanted it to, but I think that's gonna be another circle 1 putt for birdie. All right, guys, we're on hole 6. This one is a par 4, 440 feet. Off the tee, we just need to get around this corner. And then from there, depending on how far we push around the corner, we'll have like a 200-foot approach shot in the green. Really not that tough. The hardest part is really just setting yourself up for that shot off the tee, because the farther you push it forward, the harder that approach shot into the green can be, to where you can still be in the fairway but have to throw a forehand roller because of the angle you have to take into the green. So forehand's pretty much the only play, unless you really just can only throw like a straight putter. But yeah, I've got to go with the forehand, try and get it around the corner, make this into an easy 3. Ah, dang it. Okay, so from here you can actually see the basket. It's the red one straight in front of us. I want to say from here we're about 300-ish feet from the basket, but not only do we have a low ceiling, but it's a pretty hard shot to get all the way up there to the green. I think all I'm really going to try and do is just throw like a mid-range that'll turn over and just kind of finish to the right. If we get up there for a long putt, I'll take it, but we're just playing for par, really. Oh, dang it. So good, too. Okay, so from here, all I really have is a backhand, like a patent pending backhand, which is going to be hard because I'm not very accurate with my patent pending, and I've also got to go through a low ceiling, and I got to do a lot of stuff. So we're just going to try a forehand roller from this side. I know that if I get this just straight up and down, it'll roll straight and finish to the left. I think I need to go to the left side of this tree, though. I think so. Just cut left. Sit down. Okay, I missed my line, but worked out. All right, guys, we're on hole 7. This one's a par 3, 216 feet. Going slightly downhill to this elevated basket. We need to put this close if we want to get a birdie, because the bottom of the basket is probably about 7 feet off the ground, so it's very easy to take a huge number on this hole if you're not careful on the putting green, at least. But I'm gonna go with the straight putter, put on like a touch of Anheuser, and see if I can get to kind of flex out. Shout out Disrespect Disc Golf. Oh yeah, perfect. All right, guys, we're on hole 8. This one's a par 3, 364 feet. I don't know if you can see it or not, but you can actually see the top of the basket, at least from right here. Biggest thing to pay attention to is we are going slightly uphill where the ground does flatten out about 200 feet down the fairway. And then right behind the basket, there's a hill that goes down about 10 to 15 feet with OB behind there. So don't want to go long on this hole, which isn't really a big deal off the tee because it's hard to. But for my approach shot or whatever shot I have into the green, I need to make sure that it's a soft landing shot, or if I'm running the birdie putt, I need to be like inside a circle at the very least. But if I want to make a mistake off the tee, I want to finish to the left. If I finish to the right, odds are I'm going to hit something earlier than I would off to the left. And there's a little bit more room off to the left for error, so that's where we're going to try and miss to, but see what happens. Oh gosh. I was just really hoping that was going to kick back out in the fairway, but it did not. Well, considering how bad of a shot that was, this is not a bad result at all. Like, let's step out. I've got, let's see, I might be good on it. Yeah, I'll be good on it, but I mean, I've got a look to get up and down from, I mean, this is probably about 120, 150 feet. I'll take it. Just like I said, I want to miss to the left so that way I'm not going down the hill. Oh, that's so high. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, so I expected the zone to come out of it, and I guess the reason it didn't is because we got a headwind, or from that spot it was a right to left wind, so that kind of held it over, which is pretty lucky, but now I've got a headwind into a very intimidating putt. So let's go and make it. All right, guys, we're on hole 9, final hole video. This one's a par 3, 232 feet. Basket's up this way, tucked off to the left just a little bit. This one's like the easiest hole in the course, but I just can't quite get this one down, because if I throw an overstable throwing putter, I end up like 30 feet long, and there's like some low trees near the basket, so it's really hard to putt back towards the basket when you go long. So I'm gonna try like an overstable approach disc, see if that does any better, if it's a little bit shorter or whatever. I don't think I need to put this on any anhyzer. I think I'm just gonna throw it flat at the trees on the right and just see if this will sit down a little bit quicker than those putters have been. Oh, early. Dang it. And that would have been great too. That had the perfect distance for that shot. It got to skip to the left, so I might be behind like the big tree on the left side of the basket, but we'll see. So yeah, unfortunately I was right. We are behind this tree. I can't even really do like a forehand like turnover putt if I wanted to. I pretty much just got to lay this up. But all right, guys, that finishes up the front 9 out here. I gotta say, I played fairly well. I did make some bad mistakes on a few holes and got punished for them, but ultimately I was able to recover, and I made a 1 under par going into the back 9, which is better than I expected, honestly. But going into the back 9, there's a lot more OB. The shots are a lot longer, but we're also dealing with a lot more open shots. We're out of the woods basically at this point, aside from like, what is it, it's 15, the par 5 on the back 9. But I've pretty much done all the work I need to do when it comes to getting birdies. So if I par out, or I think, am I 2 under? I can't remember if I'm 2 under or 1 under, but I can par out or maybe afford a bogey at one point or another and still be able to get the goal. So yeah, y'all wish me luck. Should have the back 9 video out sometime tomorrow. And thank y'all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and you have a good one. Bye.